Good evening and welcome. I almost wanted to say podcast time, but it's live time. And with me tonight is Delene from the Little Green. Hello, Delene.
Hi, Annette. Lovely to be here.
It's so nice. Thank you for joining us and thank you for giving us the time. Delene, it's June and I hope you are staying warm.
Well, freezing at the moment, but looking pretty for the show.
Delene, we both agree, being June and winter cooling us down significantly, it is ideal for us to talk about flu season. But I also want to talk about the prevention. Do you think it's possible for us to prevent catching this nasty bug?
Well, Annette, said earlier, prevention, yes, we can do everything we can to try and prevent catching all these bugs running around these days. But we all try our best, but yes, these colds and bugs and flus, they're running around like crazy, especially in the schools at the moment.
Oh,
Like my son, Christy, who's now 4 years old, he's been catching a runny nose just like that. And I must say, I've been doing everything I possibly can to try and keep his immune system up, because that's what we all need to do, keep on trying doing. We need to keep our immune systems up. But yes, these colds and flus, they are catching on like crazy. And all, even on all the mummy groups at the moment, mums are asking what can they do to
mm,
prevent this from happening and try and keep it away. Well, there's a lot of things that you can try to do, but then there's also, if the cold catches onto you, then there's a lot of things that you can do to try and get it
yeah,
away
yeah.
again as well. So that's definitely what we're going to talk about tonight.
Yes. So
um,
for starters, you're saying that to prevent, you can try and do it, but whatever or precautions you take, you might not be able to keep it away.
we might not be able to. I must say, I've like, even in my house, myself, I give myself, I keep myself healthy with. I'm actually the only one that stays away, away from all this stuff, and everybody around me keeps on catching these
Yeah.
horrible bugs. But yes, prevention is key, and the most important part of all of it is to keep our immune system strong and to keep our immune systems healthy. So, how to prevent and how do I try to prevent the colds and flus happening at my house, for example, is I just keep on dosing and keep on uh, feeding Kristen, for example, me, for example, everybody around me with all the vitamins and
Vitamins.
vitamins that they need. But yeah, the best part for prevention, let's start at the beginning, Annette. I'm trying to jump ahead here. So many
Delene,
times
just
people,
sorry,
yes,
Delene, can I just interrupt you? I just want to tell everybody that's watching or listening to us, you are welcome to chat with us. Send us a message, and Delene can answer your questions to the best of her abilities. But we are here to talk about prevention the cold and flu season and what you can do to prevent, but also treat. Floor is yours again, Delene. Sorry about that.
no, perfect. Okay. So, prevention, where do we start? Annette has heard this so many times. Gut health, again, it starts with gut and absorption. Something that we have picked up with the full body scans that we do at our store. We have picked up so many people come in and then they do the scans and then they're thinking, but well, I am putting all these vitamins. I drink my vitamin C every morning and I drink my multivitamin every morning. And then we do a full body scan, and then the scan picks up that their vitamin C is still low, or
Mm,
their zinc is low, or vitamin B's are low, and then they can't understand why does my vitamins and my trace elements and my uh, nutrition still shows that I have a shortage in vitamin C or in our
mm,
vitamins. Then I'm, well, guess what? You are serving food on a dirty plate. So sometimes most of us, we are putting in the right stuff, and we still get sick or we still get the bugs. But guess what? You are serving the food, but the plate is dirty. Your body is not absorbing the vitamins and the nutrients and all the wonderful lots of money that we are spending at the
Yes,
moment
yes.
on multivitamins and things. We're drinking all of those vitamins and we're taking it in, but our bodies aren't absorbing it. So again, the best place for prevention is to make sure that your body is actually absorbing the things that you are feeding it. So
Yes, yes.
again, we start with the
The
wonderful
gut.
thing as gut health. So
The
yeah, gut
gut
health, gut health,
gut
gut
health
health.
is the start. It's almost like you take a shower and then you put on a clean shirt. You don't put on a new shirt that you've just bought onto your dirty body. We've got an
Yes.
SMS, your message here. What is the best for a 6-year-old? I give my boy Zinplex, but he still gets flu almost every month. That is Lorinda Fulyun. Lorinda, let's ask Delene what she thinks about that.
Well, Zimplex is a really good supplement. I've got no problem with that one. But what does your 6-year-old's diet look like? Does he have a lot of gluten, dairy,
Hmm.
processed foods, and sugar in his diet? Because if those, I call them the four culprits, if those
Yes.
four culprits is in his diet, then you can feed him those Zemplex capsules or tablets or syrup or what form it actually comes in, but his body doesn't absorb it. So what you first of all need to do is you need to do a really good gut cleanse. Yeah, I have a gut
Even
cleanse
for a
available,
6-year-old.
but even for a
Even for a 6.
6-year-old, even for a 2-year-old, they if there's gluten, dairy, and processed foods and sugar in their diet, they need to do a gut cleanse because
Okay.
yeah, they have a gut. And I keep on saying everybody's body's got a bucket. And the day when we open our eyes, the day when we are born, that's the day when we start to fill up this bucket. And
Yes. Yes.
unfortunately, if we don't fill up this bucket with the right stuff, then sometime or another, this bucket is going to start flowing over. So some people's bucket starts flowing over at the age of 2, and then we're like, "Hello, ADHD or
Mm,
ADD
mm.
or learning difficulties or behavior problems, even, or my child keeps being sick. We keep going to the doctor with a runny nose." But you keep on buying all these supplements and all these vitamins, and they still stay sick and things like that. It's a case of that bucket is filled up and you need to clean it up and do a really good gut cleanse. And then you need to start putting in the right stuff because what we put into our body is what we're going to get out. So you can give him Zimplex or you can give him gummy bears with multivitamins. And it's a case of, yes, you are feeding the right stuff, but his body
Mm.
can't absorb it because of
Sure.
his diet
Yeah.
wasn't, his bucket was filled up with the wrong stuff. Now it's all clogged up.
Yeah.
So that
Lorinda,
is definitely the most important part to
okay.
start
Got it.
in prevention process.
Lorinda, you can gladly send us your telephone number or your contact details. I will pass it on to Delene, and Delene, you will make contact with her and talk to her about that. So
Yes.
you're not doing wrong by giving your child Zinplex, definitely not. But maybe the reason for it not working is because of the dirty plate that the Zinplex is coming on.
Yes,
Now,
exactly.
so let's
Yeah.
get back to the flus. Now I've got this nasty bug. I'm man down in bed. I mean, and a lot of us we have like 2 or 3 jobs that we many hats that we're wearing. I need to get back to work.
Mm.
What is the treatment like? What can we do to treat the symptoms and this bad
Okay.
bug?
Yes. So first of all, obviously, we one of our flagship products at our store is obviously the cannabis oil. Since let me tell you a little story. My little Christu, he was about 2.5 years old, and he got a really bad bug, and it turned into tonsils, and we did the whole doctor's run and paid the doctors, and then the doctor prescribed the wonderful antibiotics. And then I started with the fight to try and get that antibiotics into his body. He just refused, spat it all over the place. It was absolute horror show. And I just been thought, and you know what? At the moment, I am not getting my child healthy because he's not getting any of the meds into his body, first of all. And secondly, I am hurting my relationship with my 2-year-old because he's
Yes.
fighting me like, uh, yeah, it was definitely like a crocodile wrestle. You means that the people are joking around with, well, you hold his mouth and you try to push it down his throat, and then he
Nasty
punches over
mom.
there, and then mommy's in tears. And yeah, when
Oh,
he was 2 years old, we went through that whole drill. And I just looked at this and I'm like, I just started with these products and the cannabis oils, and it's still a little bit skeptical about giving it to my 2-year old. I don't know why, because I wish I did it earlier, actually. And I just said, you know what? Screw this. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm just going to give him some of our CBD oil, and that's it. And the thing with the CBD oil is cannabis oil works like a respirator. So when you have a
yes.
cough or a cold or tonsils or any of these horrible bugs, guess what? The cannabis oils will dry up all the unwanted fluids that is causing all the inflammation and all causing all the nasal drip.
Mm-mm.
It dries up that fluid. It helps fight inflammation. It promotes better sleep, better quality sleep. And the body can only heal itself when we go through the 5 stages of sleep, and especially the last 2 stages. So, yes, fighting a flu, preventing a flu. I will definitely recommend that you try the cannabis oil, because I've seen it so many times that it actually helps really well, and it's very easy to give it to kiddies as well. There's a method that they call the picotti method, and that's belly button application. So you don't even have to try and squash the stuff
Oh,
down their
that's
face. You can just
wonderful.
apply it to their belly button. And belly button obviously is where life started. So inside the belly button, there is a lot of receptors that quickly absorbs the oil into the bloodstream. And that is what you want. You want to get the oil as fast as you can
Yeah.
into the bloodstream so that it can start doing its job.
Yes.
So you just put a few drops of the oil inside the belly button, lots
Wow.
of fun, tickle, tickle, kitty, kitty. And there
That's
you
so cute.
go. The medicine has been applied, and nobody has been attacked by a crocodile wrestle. So definitely, it's my absolute go-to at the moment. Definitely to
Yes,
go for
yes.
the cannabis oil, and yeah, it helps tremendously. I also have another thingy that I want to tell you about, and it's an absolute lifesaver at the store.
Hold on
It's
to that one.
at
We're gonna
home as
hold
well.
on to that one. We're gonna do a quick ad break, and then we'll get back to that. We just want to say hello to Hilik. How do you, oh, that looks very interesting. But there's another listener or viewer here. Hello. Please, the questions we would love to hear from you. And but thank you for saying hello. I must admit, I can't. I don't have my glasses on, so because it shines, in the light. So my apologies if I can't see your name. We're quickly going to break for a short ad, and then Delene, you've got something interesting that you're going to show us after this.
Oh yes, can't wait.
And we're back. If you just tuned in, we are talking to Delene from the Little Green, and it's cold and flu season. So Delene has been explaining to us why we still get sick, even though we take all these supplements and vitamins, and how important it is to take care of your gut. But now Delene is going to show us something very interesting. And Delene, that's also got something to do with, aha, And that's also got something to do with treatment. Is that, am I right?
Yes, definitely. Very, very interesting thing to use for treatment protocol. Okay, let me start. So, at our store, we have this incredible, incredible machine. And the more I research and the more I find out about this machine, it just blows my mind. And definitely with the results that I keep on seeing at my own home and with my clients at my store, I just keep on thinking we have to do a live about this so that more people can get familiar with this incredible piece of equipment, very tiny, but can actually help and heal so many people. So, Annette, this little machine that I have in my hand is a Rife machine.
I've heard. I've heard.
RIFE for those who couldn't
Wow.
hear my pronunciation correctly and would
Nice.
like to go and Google it afterwards. Because, yes, please, everybody, go and Google Rife treatments, Rife machine, Rife frequency therapy, because this is absolutely incredible. Okay, so basically, how a Rife machine works is each conditioned cells vibrates on a certain frequency. And as soon as you start stimulating those cells, the sick cells on their specific frequencies, then the cells start to renew themselves. So, Annette, on this machine, there is more than 800 different treatments.
Wow.
Yes, 800, and there's actually more. It comes out with the 800 treatments, but if there's a treatment that you need a frequency for and it's not on the machine, then we can actually download it for you on the machine, and then we can help and treat and heal
Oh,
everybody.
wow.
Yes, so basically, let me give you a little bit of background about the machine. So basically, this little machine has been developed around the 20s, 30s, but it was specifically developed for cancer. And way back then it worked too well for cancer, and they decided, no, wait a minute, we can't have this. We need chemo. So they actually made the machine illegal. And yeah, so it was illegal for quite some time, and then they made a newer version of the machine, also already a while back, and they haven't been able to squash this one. So, and I'm thinking at the moment the machines and the technology has become too big, so they wouldn't be able to do it. But now we can actually help and treat and heal people. But in the beginning, I said this was specifically developed for cancer. They figured out it's not just cancer cells that vibrates on a certain frequency. It's actually each and every conditioned cell out there vibrates on a certain
Wow.
frequency. Yes. So now they have created specific frequencies for a lot of different treatments. And on the machine, there is a few treatments that can definitely help and benefit people who are struggling with colds and flus, sinuses,
Mm.
tonsils, bronchitis, you
Mm.
name
That,
it.
yeah, that's common symptoms and common things people are battling. A lot of our viewers or listeners might not know this. I'm one of those people that wear many hats. I'm also a qualified pharmacist assistant, so I work in for a pharmacy as well. And the most things people are coming in now with problems is I've tried everything. I'm still battling with my sinuses. It's so bad now. I've got bronchitis. So exactly what you're saying there.
Yes, definitely. Okay. So, yeah, basically how it works is, okay, first of all, you when you come to the store or to us, or if you buy a machine from us, or yeah, you can try and figure it out for yourself if you want to, because it's very, very, very easy to use. So first of all, you will tell us, okay, these are your symptoms. This is what you're struggling with. Then we will put together clusters for you specifically that you need to do on the machine. You can do a treatment on the machine every 3 hours. So basically, how it works is you get the machine and then you get this lovely mat. So it's very, very user friendly. Wait, this way. There we
Yeah.
go. There's the mat.
We see. Thank you.
It's very, very user friendly. So what it does is this mat sends out vibrations 1.5 meters around this mat. So when you do a treatment, you just need to be in close range of the mat. And then the vibrations stimulate the sick cells on their specific frequencies. So to give you an idea, Annette, on the machine there is are treatments for inflammation. There's a circulation treatment. There's a detox general to kick out all the bad stuff to start off with, actually, the one that you need to start with.
Yeah.
And then there is a treatment on the machine, which is called influenza swine. Now, we have learned by using the machine which treatments on it works best for which condition. And the influenza swine treatment on the Rive is a lovely cocktail of everything that you need for uh,
Interesting.
any type of flu. So it works really well for bronchitis. It works very well for sinus. There's actually specifically sinus treatment on the machine as well. But yeah, and it's like 15 minutes. And with Chris too, it's so nice because if you feel sick, then you just want to lie in front of the TV or you just
Yes, yes.
want to relax. It's 15 minutes that he just needs to be on the mat. And you just put it behind his back and he lies on the mat and it sends out the vibrations out. And he's doing treatments and he doesn't
And
even know
he
he's
doesn't even
doing
know it.
it.
Oh,
No, he doesn't
wow.
even know it. And what I like about the mat one as well is he can sleep on the machine all night long, get treated all throughout the night, and then the next morning, uh, yeah, it's just amazing. It was actually about 2, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I was struggling with Gerstu again because at the school they pick up lots of bugs. And he had a really bad fever, and I was keep on trying. I put him in the bath with the vinegar water, and I just couldn't break the fever. And I'm like, wait a minute, Elite, but you've got the Rife machine. Let's go and see if there's a Rife treatment specifically for fever on the machine because I haven't used the fever setting before. And I struggling, and I went, what? There's a treatment for fever, and I put the fever treatment. I think is also about 15 minutes on the machine, and Christy's fever was at 39 point something. And after the 30 minutes, 36.8. I'm like, yes, why have I been struggling with this fever for so long? And
Yeah.
I could have just put him on the Rife machine and it was finished. And actually, after I had him on the Rife with the fever, it actually broke and he didn't have the fever for the rest of the night. And yeah, we
Oh,
were much
wow.
better off like sleeping and yeah.
That's
So
very good news.
yes. And now I have had a parent with a little boy who had nasal drip, and they have got the little tubes in the ears, and they've done all the whole drill that all the mummies does, and still that didn't help to clear up the phlegm and the nasal drip. And she rented the Rife from us, and it helped tremendously. And now she actually bought her own Rife because she says she can't go without it anymore. So yes, the Rife machine is absolutely incredible. And obviously, by doing Rife treatments and treating any condition with the Rife machine, it's absolutely it's chemical free. There's
Yes,
no
yes.
nothing being pumped into the body that treats the symptoms and piles on top of the core problem. So yeah, it's radiation free, chemical free. It's literally just stimulating the cells on the specific vibrations that they need to
Yeah.
heal themselves.
Delene, thank you very much. We have gone way over our time, but it is such an interesting topic. And I think our viewers and our listeners also enjoyed it. I see we have some comments about beard oil. So I think, how about next month we talk about the nice to have products that you guys have, like the beard oil and skin products and so on. Yeah, so
Yes,
we
we can
promise
do
we
that.
will. But in the meantime, you are free to contact Delene. Delene, just shoot us your number there, please.
Okay, my number is 083-262-7246. Yes, you can send me a
Yes.
WhatsApp. WhatsApp is best because the signal for phone calls at the store is horrible. So you'd rather send me a WhatsApp or a WhatsApp video call. So
Yes. And you're
yeah,
absolutely right. A viewer just said there, what? No chemicals. That is excellent. It is excellent because chemicals, I mean, it's no secret. It has side effects. And I think it adds up to that gut getting so dirty because it is what
yeah.
it is, a chemical. So, Delene, any last piece of advice before we let you go until next month?
Okay, the only thing that I'm going to say is I'm giving everybody a little bit of homework. So please go and Google Rife machines
Yes,
and Rife
yes,
treatments because it's absolutely incredible what these machines can do for you. And then please remember, it doesn't help if you feed the good stuff, but the body can't absorb it because then you're kind of basically wasting your
yes.
money. Yeah.
Don't
So
don't
eat
buy a
your
new
good
shirt.
healthy, drink the
Yes.
CBD oils, and rife.
Right, right, right. And contact Delene if you have any questions or any questions about the products, and definitely go follow the page on Facebook as well. You are very active on your page, and you're always giving advice and telling us about products there. But so thank you very much, and thank
Ah,
you for
thank
your
you.
time. And for everybody that tuned in and all the responses we got, thank you very much. We have one. There we go. Um, See you soon, Rive Machine. Definitely, definitely. We will go do a live at the Little Green sometime soon, and we'll show you more about the Rive Machine. But for now, we have to say goodbye and let Delene go as well. Let me just clear all the messages here. Sorry. Delene, thank you very much. Have a good evening. And yeah, we will next month we're
Thanks,
going to talk
Annette.
about next month we'll do about nice things. Let's talk about skincare, beard oils, hair care, and that sort of things that you also have at your store.
And we've got toothpaste these days. So
Yeah,
yeah.
toothpaste
We
for
can
the
definitely do
for
that.
the pearly whites.
Yes, with pearly whites. Thank you,
It is.
Annette. You
Good
must
night,
have a lovely
everybody. Sleep
evening.
tight.
Bye,
Keep
everyone.
yes, keep
Bye.
warm and vitamin up, eh?